Hey, hello everybody, I'm back. Well, good in the morning, early evening, and very late evening with everybody. I'm the late evening. Jullian, who's with us, is the early morning, and Mandy and Amy are early evenings.
Yes.
It's quite crazy when you think about it, that it's 6 o'clock in America, and time is it for you, Jullian? 8 a.m.?
Yep.
8 a.m. on Thursday morning for Jullian, and we can talk together.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's not early, but I haven't been up this early in ages.
Oh, that would be early for me, Jullian.
Yeah, early for me, but I've got to get up early tomorrow, because guess what? Oh gosh, please let me wake up early. I'm going to watch Bonnie, something at Bonnie's school, so the message is be there at 8:45, because no one else can go, so I'm going.
Oh, that's nice. Right.
And I'm getting my grandchildren at the weekend as well.
Oh, that's really nice. You have them all weekend?
Well, originally I was having them together, but I think I might be getting one on Saturday and one on Sunday, but that might be better because together they just don't stop.
Right.
They just jumping all over my sofa, and I'm like, how long? Oh no, I do love them very much, but one-to-one, I don't get much one-to-one with them, so that is also quite nice. And I'll probably have to watch, we've picked the film The Labyrinth, I'll probably have to watch it twice now this weekend.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
The one with The Labyrinth, is that David Bowie?
David Bowie, yeah.
Yes.
What it is me and Jimbo watched this program about him. It's hard to believe that he ever made it into the public. His music was crap. He was crap. But when I think of The Labyrinth, I like that, and he's quite good in that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie. I've seen pictures, from it.
It's Power to the Babes.
Power to the Babes. Bowie's not crap. Wash your mouth out.
He was on that program. It was the most boring program I've ever watched. So we turned it over to him because I don't want to watch it. It was so boring. I said, "Don't you agree with me? How did he ever make it?" Some of the music, he was doing like the miming, so he was like a clown, and he was all like that, and it was just utter rubbish. It was horrible. Anyway, sorry everybody who likes David Bowie, but I found that very boring. But I like him in The Labyrinth. I think what it is my kids liked it as well, so it's a kind of film that everybody likes. So I've seen it about 100 times. Anyway, you'll have to watch it. It's quite good in a way. It's late 80s, and even today, it's not really out of place. It's okay.
Right. I have a friend that loves that movie, and she loves David Bowie, and she's probably about 34, I think. She's a girl I met online. So, yeah, I guess it's one of those movies that held up really well.
Did you not get it in America then?
No, we did. I don't know why I've never seen it, because I saw a lot of movies when I was a kid, we watched cable a lot, but I know I know about it. I've seen pictures from it and scenes from it, but just never saw the whole movie. Yeah.
And the girl that's in it is like my age now.
Okay.
She's a little princess in that, but now because it was made in the late 80s.
Right, Amy, you never saw it, did you?
No, I never saw it. No.
Have you seen it, Jullian?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you like it, Jullian? Yeah, it's good. It's good. I have to check it out.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, it's on ITV for free. So my daughter signs in, and then we can watch it for free. Yay!
Oh, that's
I don't have a copy of it. I was going to buy one. I thought maybe that was the easiest thing, but I'm going to make Jimbo watch it as well. He's never seen it either.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No.
Okay.
He might say, what a load of rubbish, but I'm going to make him watch. Well, I'm not going to make him. I'm going to say, guess what? We're going to watch this.
I've got some sad news.
Oh no.
The dog.
I lost Colin.
The dog.
Oh.
No,
Who?
Colin is my cat's pet baby snake that he
Oh.
decided to bring into the house yesterday.
Oh.
And now we
Oh.
can't find the fucking thing.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
Oh, I thought you meant he died. You just mean he's escaped.
Yes. Well, he's a wild snake that is not meant to be in the house, but we've named him Colin.
Why
Oh.
did you name him Colin?
A friend did. So that,
Oh, you're a bit worried, Jullian, or do you think it got out?
oh no, well, we've been sleeping with our bedroom doors closed. I thought I had it plugged in behind this giant crystal cabinet, but we emptied it last night and moved it, and he's not there. So
I know what it is. Mandy's taken him. Just very quickly, Mandy, tell Jullian how many animals you've got, like what you've got.
Well, I have 5 cats, and I have 3 fish, 2 ferrets, and I don't know how many mice.
do you want Colin? I don't want Colin. You can have Colin.
I can't have Colin because he would eat mice, and I'd have to feed him live or frozen mice, and I wouldn't want to do that. I like snakes, but that's
You've got more. Tell her about the other ones.
and some rats. Yes. Well, I have the rats. I'm not quite sure how many female. I have 5 male rats, and they're in one cage, and then the other cage has female rats, and I think that might be about 8, because we had an accidental. I had bought some, and I thought they were all boys. They weren't, and they they reproduced, and so they had some babies, and we separated them out.
And Mandy
so there were
didn't
no
get rid of
babies.
any of them. She kept them all.
Yeah, I did.
Colin can help you get rid of the babies.
I know, he would. Yes. Oh my. I'm trying to get my population reduced. The rats are good. They're so easy to be able to distinguish, the males from the females, but with the mice, it's a little bit harder to tell. And so then by the time they're old enough to reproduce again, you think that you have all girls in one cage, and then you find out, no, you don't, because you're with the boy, and then, the cycle starts all over again, because they've been impregnated, they have a lot of babies at one time, a lot of times, not all the time. Sometimes they'll only have a few, but most of the time they have a lot, and then you got to let the mother nurse the babies till they're old enough to be weaned, and but I've got to do better with really looking, making.
What do you do with them when you've got some?
I have cages. They're called fancy mice, and they're really pretty. They don't look like the common house mouse. They are like some are white, some are black and white, some are gold. And they just can come out with really pretty patterns. So, but I just keep them. I have these cages that have a wheel with it, and little.
You don't sell them. You're not breeding them to sell them.
No, I haven't done that. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about, finding a rat. It's called the Fancy Rat and Mouse Association. I've thought about that. Take some of them. Because if they could give them a nice home, but then I have this fear, like, well, are they really going to take good care of them? Are they going to?
Oh my God, you're funny.
I know. I'm a goofball when it comes to animals. I like all types. I'm always worried.
There's one more coming, isn't there, Mandy?
What's that?
There's one more coming, isn't there?
One more of pets?
Yes.
Not to my knowledge.
I thought you were getting a dog.
Yeah,
Oh.
you keep saying that.
Oh, the dog. Yes, yes. Well, Erica my niece wants to get us one. So might. I don't know if Amy wants it or not.
Yeah.
But I can tell Erica does. I mean, I know Erica does. So, yeah, Erica wants to get one of those kinds called a Labradoodle because she heard they're really good for people with anxiety, which Amy and I have, and just they're really sweet dogs. But I think, truthfully, she wants it for herself.
To be honest, Mandy, how do you have any anxiety when you're looking after all that lot?
I know.
Just natural anxiety. Well, right, and right, looking after all those animals creates anxiety.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want you would? Well, what if she does get a dog?
If she gets one, I won't say anything. I think it's kind of hard, but that's
it'll
what
probably
everybody wants.
I'll do the care. I'll probably taking one walk.
You gotta take them for a walk, and
Yeah, and don't forget, you know, I have Floss, and for me
Yes.
and Jimbo, it's like having a child. He's got 3 seats in his car. Floss sits in the middle. Floss sleeps between us. Floss sleeps on him. And then at night time, we've got a cat at the end of the bed as well. Oh my God, it's a menagerie in my house. But Floss, they're like. I mean, I do love Floss. She's asleep on Ellie's bed at the moment. Hooray! Night off. And she is lovely, but you know, she comes out with us quite a lot. It's like having a child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She starts moaning. I can't work out if she's excited. She is excited, and then she starts moaning, and you think, what? Then I find that I'm feeding her in the pub or at the table. I think, no one's looking. Here you go. Take it. To keep her quiet. And I'm thinking, God, I just want to come out for a nice meal. And now I've got to look after the dog.
Right.
She even sat last Saturday, Floss even sat by a fire in the pub.
She did.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then because she was whimpering, this woman came across and she said, oh, I thought that was a puppy making a noise. I thought, there you go, see. She's 14, but people think she's a puppy.
Yes.
Because they don't have dog. Listen, the one thing a dog won't do, and I know that Jullian's dog is different and she loves her dog, but dogs don't really grow up.
Oh, yeah.
They stay very childlike.
Well, I think that Floss still thinks she's a puppy.
Yeah.
She hasn't realised that she's 14. You know, like she's, what is that, 100 and something as a dog? She doesn't think she's that old. She just carries on the way she's always carried on.
Aww. That's nice how you take her with you when you go out.
Yeah, but I'd say sometimes it is a little bit of hard work because she just doesn't.
Yeah.
Next thing is, like, after you've got comfortable, she starts moaning. You can't work out if she's happy or I don't know. And then, like, at sub pubs, they have dog treats, so you can shut her up with them. But then she'll have to go and sit on Jimbo's lap, and I have to feed her on Jimbo's lap. It's just, you can't get away from her. Because in a pub, you don't want any problems. You just want everything as quiet as possible. So, okay, she's on there. Right, she's quiet. Give her the food. It's like, she should be on the ground, shouldn't she? But Floss doesn't think half of her doesn't think she's a dog, I don't think. She's on our level.
Right.
That's my fault, isn't it? But, you know, she's 14 now.
Yeah. Oh.
Your dog's different, isn't he, Jullian?
No, he's the same. He's 16, but he got old dog disease last year. So he slowed right down.
Aww. What kind of dog is he?
Australian Terrier.
Oh, they're really pretty.
He's lost most of his long hair. No, he was the ugliest dog you've ever seen, but he was so ugly he was cute. He had this giant mohawk, he had hair coming out his ears. But now all that long hair's gone, you can actually see his face.
Aww.
But you do
He's
love him,
taking
don't you,
sleeping with him.
Jullian? Jullian, you do love him very much.
Yeah. He's taking us sleeping with his tongue out.
Oh, no.
Oh.
He gets the
Or a
same as
little
me. I wake up in the
ground-up.
morning, I get dry tongue thing. I hate that. My tongue's all
Oh,
dry
yeah.
because that means I must have had my mouth open.
Yeah. Oh.
Who else has dry tongue?
Oh, yes. I do.
You wake up and you think, oh, it's like your tongue's grown. It's doubled in size because you can't really feel it properly. Like, I need a drink right now.
Oh, I know.
So that's a sign of getting old, isn't it?
Oh, I guess so.
It didn't used to be like that.
Yeah, it's no fun growing old.
Oh, listen, before we go on, can I tell you the good bit of news?
Yes.
Well, quite often Monique leaves me messages. She uses me as like the funnel to sort of get her frustrations out. But today this message started and she was crying. And I thought, oh no, because she does that quite often. But actually, she was really happy. Listen, remember our last talk and had this is with Mandy and Amy. She was desperately trying to get her mum out of the nursing home. Yeah.
Right.
And they denied. Had we got to that bit where they denied her?
Yeah.
So what it was is they said they'd take her, then the social workers said whatever they said, and then the home said, oh sorry, we can't take her. So Monique was like back to square one. And within about what was that, 3-4 weeks ago we had that hangout? She's found somewhere even closer. It's about 20 minutes away from where she lives, and they're taking her mum next week.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yes.
Against all the odds that, because I didn't know what to even say to her. I said, get in touch with the dementia people, write to your MP. I know that's a load of rubbish, but you start this correspondence on, you add all these people in, and hopefully somebody takes some notice. And then suddenly what it is the home understand her mum, and she won't be happy till her mum's there. You know, it's not going to be real until her mum is there. But she tried so hard. I thought she had no hope. And she's managed to get this place even closer than the other one. And she's so happy. But she's just got to get her mum. She's not going to be happy enough till her mum's there.
Oh, yes.
It's horrible because, you know, messages from her the last few weeks, she'd just be saying, my mum's dying in there. She said, no one can talk in there. Every other patient is so far gone, there's no stimulation for any of them.
Oh,
And all her mum is going, I want to leave here. I don't want you touching me, you know. And she just felt her mum was getting worse. She even thought, maybe I should get her readmitted into hospital so that you can get her out of there for a while. She's, you know, all these things going on in her brain about how to get her mum out of that home. But when she said she got in touch with this home, she said they were all different. They were bouncy, different. And she just thought, oh my God, this is so much better.
Oh, that's great.
She was happy with the response of the new home. So I'm just really pleased for her that next week her mum is going to be moved from the home from hell into a much better place for her mum that she could visit much more often. And I think her mum should recognise where they are as well. So that might help a bit.
Yes, that's good.
You know, she's been there lots of times before in that place, in the town, wherever it is, in that area. So Monique's really happy about that. So I'm just really happy for Monique.
Me too.
I never thought. Did you think that she'd get her mum into a home? I didn't, because I just.
No, I didn't.
Wow, and she just felt that the social worker was doing things, and it maybe no one was really helping her or listening to what she was saying, and I think that was really like upsetting her.
Oh,
But out of the blue comes a miracle.
oh, that's wonderful.
I'm so pleased for her.
Me too.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like, you know, within a couple of days when this hangout goes out, her mum will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you didn't know much about that, Jullian, but she came on the last hangout. She was distraught, really, wasn't she, when she got to tell us about her mum?
Oh, yes.
But you see, this is the thing is, we work it all out now. So she knows what she's looking at. It's not like she's some stupid person, I don't know what to do. She knew things, and I don't know, I even said, can't you record some of it on a camera? Because they don't like that, do they?
Right.
Right. No.
But anyway, it's all working out. I'm so happy
Yeah.
for her.
Yes.
I am too.
So hip hip for Monique.
Yay.
Yes.
For Monique, yes.
Yes,
That's
because
her mom
she's
will
been
do better.
so distressed with it. Like, the amount of
Yeah.
messages, just crying because she just has to tell someone. But this one, I just don't know what to do. On this
I
one,
know.
I don't have any ideas.
I know.
I mean, I already explained on another hangout how difficult my mum was. So I'm going to see her, not this weekend, next weekend.
Oh, that's good.
And
How's
Jimbo's
she-
taking me.
Oh, cool. How's she doing in her new place? How's she
Moaning quite a lot, as usual.
doing?
But this time now, what it was is, this is what she said. Sorry, Jullian. I'll come back if you can jump in any time. She said basically, I don't like any of that furniture your dad bought. It's going into, I'm taking it all with me. And you're thinking, oh my God, this is a big house. She's moving into a little house. Where's it going to go? And then she said, then she sent it off to auction. And then when she moved into this house, she said, I miss that furniture.
Oh, no.
Do you understand her? That's what. So it's really hard sometimes. But anyway, we're okay now. So I'm going to help her unpack some boxes. Now she's not happy because the boxes aren't all unpacked. But she's saying that like the day after she's moved in. I said, Mum, you've just moved in, for God's sake.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
then she'll go, no one's helped me. But you go, yes, but this, you've done what you wanted to do. That didn't go down very well.
No, right.
But we're okay now, so that's happening, and I just want to go and help her a little bit because she is 87.
Yeah.
I kind of got over the fact that she's not moving nearer us. Me and Tom, my eldest son, are quite upset about it. But on the other hand, if she hadn't done all that, I probably wouldn't have met Jimbo. If she'd come, I'd have been engrossed with her rather than when I met Jimbo.
Oh,
Aw.
And he's a lovely, lovely man.
Yes.
Like it, and he
I
looks
don't know if
like
I...
him.
Did I tell you, Jullian? I've got a boyfriend.
Yes, you told me.
Yeah. He'd held a
Yeah.
torch for me for 30 odd years. Oh my God.
Yeah. All that time.
Yes.
Wow.
But you know,
Nice.
I mean, I have got Mickey's, you know, it's actually Mickey's birthday. It might be the 27th, I think. I can't quite remember, but he died a couple of days later.
Oh, I know.
So I'm going to his cemetery on the 2nd of November.
Oh.
And I still
Yeah.
quite miss him.
Yes.
I really loved him. And I'm just
know.
like,
Yeah.
but then Jimbo's come along now, and it took me a few weeks to stop having that downward sort of face, like, ugh, because, you know, that's what grief does to you. It makes you just, I don't know, it's a hard thing, you know, when you lose someone you really love. But Jimbo's here now, and the same thing happened to him. He lost his wife 6 weeks after they got married.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah, they just got, he said they just more or less got back off their honeymoon when it happened.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What happened to her? She had a...
Well, like Mickey had a clot in his heart, she had a clot in her brain.
Oh. Oh.
But Mickey was instant death.
Yeah.
She called an ambulance, and she called Jimbo and said that her head was in a lot of pain. It was different, and that she'd called an ambulance, but by the time he got home, she'd gone.
Oh. So
Yeah,
sad.
I know. They just got married.
Oh.
It's
How
all...
old was she, Karen?
About 62.
Oh.
Wow, really young.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, that's why I got in touch with Jimbo, because I was thinking my family, my mother, oh God. And I was thinking, you know, for a long time, I'd thought about, because the person he married, Jimbo, she was my friend. So I always thought, oh, I need to speak to him because I felt so sorry. But at the time, I think I had to work and whatever, and I didn't go to the funeral, which I probably should have done. But then I kept asking my daughter for his number. It took about 2 years. You know, you'd say, can you get me that number? And then you'd forget. He said, please, can you get me the number? And then what it was, I said, just get me the bloody number. So Ellie got it for me. And then I thought we were meeting a bit like kindred spirits, you know, when you've lost someone so suddenly. He had too. Right. So he was kind of where I was. And then he said that he had this torch for me for 30 odd years. But to make you understand, he was Ellie's dad's friend. So you don't often fancy family friends, do you?
Right. Right.
I just don't understand. I had no idea.
Yeah, you didn't have any idea.
So for him, I'm his dream come true.
Oh, that's so
I can't
nice.
believe it. Like, you know, Mickey was lovely. I'm always going to miss Mickey, so.
Yeah.
But comes Jimbo like a knight on a horse.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, he's taken me, by whatever the word is, you know, he's rushed me off my feet.
He did.
But he is lovely as well. He's done some things for me already, and they're lovely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Plus, we go out a lot now with the dog.
I know.
Yes.
I saw your video where you went and took Floss, and you were at the beach and you had ice cream. That was really nice.
Oh, do you know how much they were? How could I do it? So £10 in English money is probably $12, $13 for 2 scoops of ice cream in a cone.
Oh.
I don't know what it'd be for Jullian, but oh, who's that? Who's gone? Who's gone?
I think everybody's.
Oh, I know what that is. That's TikTok.
Oh,
Have TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know. I put my notification because the phone wasn't ringing, so I put my notifications back on. And TikTok, that's TikTok. I thought someone had disappeared. But anyway, yeah, we went to these beaches. They're not that far from Brighton. They're down by, you go past Southampton, Portsmouth, and then Christchurch is there, and then you go down to, well, at that point you can go down to Chelsea, and next to Chelsea are those beaches. And the first one was nice enough, and over there is the Isle of Wight.
yes.
And then we went to the second one, but for 2 hours parking, it was like, I can't remember, it was like 15 quid. Imagine if you were there for the day. It must cost you £100.
Oh, well.
Anyway, what it is there is like 2 or 3 miles of car park spaces, but there was hardly anybody there. So when we went on the beach, even though it was a nice day and everything, nearly everybody had gone, and it was beautiful, but I wouldn't want to be there with that car park filled up and all those people on the beach. But there's no houses there. It's just fields and the car parks, and so you're just on the beach. But if you're on there with 660,000 people, I just don't think I'd like that very much.
Oh,
And then we went to the Isle of Anglesey, which is a little bit further along. I said, I want to go on another island, because that's another island, and you've got the Isle of Wight in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go over a bridge to it, and we went to a beach down there for half an hour, and it was getting dark then. And then he took me out for dinner.
oh, sounds so nice.
Yes.
He doesn't mind driving. He likes a bit of tarmac.
I know.
Yeah, I feel a bit honoured, really, that after such a lovely person as Mickey,
Yeah.
that I met Jimbo. But obviously, if Mickey hadn't died, I'd have still been with Mickey. But that's the way it is, and it happened to Jimbo. So I don't know. We're here now, and he's lovely.
Oh, I know.
But I wouldn't have said he was my type, and I wouldn't have said that I ever thought about going out with him.
Right.
So I suggest that you all go out with someone who you don't think is your type, because that's the one.
Right.
He is magnificent. He's beautiful. Like the things he's
Aw,
given me money already for my he's given me money
Aw,
already
that's
to
so
help me
sweet.
out.
Yes.
I never asked him. I'm a bit
Right.
shocked, to be honest, because no one's actually done that for me. He just wants me happy. Like, wow, like,
Yes.
isn't that a nice man?
It really is.
Yes.
And then the other day I accidentally called him Mickey. And I said, oh, I'm really sorry. He said,
Aw.
you loved Mickey, so I'm honoured.
Oh, that was really nice.
It's like,
That's a nice answer.
wow.
Yes.
Oh,
He just, every day is like, wow. But then,
yeah.
I suppose you only live once, don't you? And I think he's realised, because obviously he's worked really hard all his life. He's been a builder. He's got a little bit of money. So he's kind of sorted in his life where he doesn't even really need to work. But he didn't want to be on his own after his wife died. Don't blame him for that. And because his brother's retired, so he was a partnership. So it ended, his building. But losing his wife, he just wants it as nice as possible while we're here.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Wow!
Oh.
Because often, men aren't like that, are they? They're just not. I'm sorry, they're not.
Oh, I know.
So obviously something's happened for him, and obviously I'm his dream.
I know.
It was really
It's so
ridiculous. I'm
nice.
sorry, Jullian. I hope Jullian's there and I'm not boring you, Jullian. Is she there?
No, I'm just making a cover.
That's all right. Sorry. Oh, listen, the other day we bumped into a swan, but it wasn't really like a swan. It was like a duck. It did bite me, but only for food. It wasn't biting me. It just thought I had food in my hand. So I went over to the burger van and I said, can I have a bit of bread for the swan? They said, no, we're not allowed to feed them. I do see why, because the swan is quite slow and it jumps in front of a car and then it gets run over or hurt. So I do see that. But I said, the restaurant said the same, but I thought, bugger it, I'm going to feed the swan, because he looked hungry and he was on his own. And so I just put some salad and rice and a little bit of bread, and then I took Jimbo on a walk because I said we're going to find the swan, and we went down across this grass and then down this path, and there at the end was the swan. So I fed the swan, and Jimbo said, you're so kind, Karen. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's really nice.
And he loves it because I go in the pub and I order a pot of tea.
Oh, yeah.
That meant every time I sometimes say, all right, I'll have a gin and tonic, but 90% of the time I say, can I have a pot of tea? And he smiles at me. He says, I love it when you say that.
Oh,
my God, he's just wonderful. But you know what? If I hadn't have actually messaged him, we wouldn't be here. It's quite crazy, really.
It is.
Yes.
He's just wonderful. I can't fault him. He's just he's perfect. He's perfect. I can't believe it.
Yes, it's
Happy for you.
me too.
Well, it makes a change for me. Remember Lee, Amy? Gillian?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. I know, such a
Amy
difference.
experienced some of our arguments, but Amy knows it wasn't me.
Oh, that's right.
I should have left. I should never have stayed there when that happened.
Yeah, you were just trying to see if he would change, you know.
No, he
But
didn't want
what a
to. He couldn't wait to get the next
No.
girl, could he, Amy?
Oh, I know.
But we had a bit of an age difference, but he was 80. Well, he wasn't a very nice
Yeah.
one.
No, that was crazy.
Do you know what? He knew that I was older than him. To have to tell Amy that he wanted to have children, that was one of the reasons we had to end. And it's like, it's the most pathetic thing I've ever
I
heard.
think, yes, that's just, it was an excuse. It didn't make any sense.
Oh, anyway, but if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here, so you can't regret. I'm really
Yes,
happy right now.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, oh, I know. It's about time that you found somebody lovely like Jimbo.
Yes.
And do you know what his real name is? Jullian, you got any idea what Jimbo's real name is?
Colin?
Colin. I love that. Mandy, Amy?
Yes.
Jim is a nickname for this word, but I never knew that. He's called James.
Oh, right. I said James. Yes,
Oh, sorry. He's a James. And he said, Jim is a nickname for James. I said, really?
Right.
Have you ever heard that before? Because I haven't.
Yeah, it's quite common here. James.
Really?
Yeah, you know that, right, Mandy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't.
It's common.
So I go, James, could you make me a cup of tea?
Yeah, that's.
And he likes, do you know, I wake up, he goes, do you want me to make you a cup of tea? And I go, okay then. Yeah,
Does
he's
he like-
a very
does he like
thoughtful
tea?
person.
Sorry.
He likes to wake up with coffee.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how I am. But you like tea.
What's your tipple, Jullian? Jullian? Where's she
Oh,
gone?
sorry, what?
What do you have? What's your wake up? Is it coffee or tea?
Tea.
What's yours, Mandy?
Mine is coffee.
Amy?
Coffee, but when I was a young girl and everything, it was tea. My mom every day made me a cup of tea, and that's what I had. That was for my breakfast every day. And then when I got older and I went to college and I had to be awake at 8 o'clock in the morning for these history classes and everything, I would start falling asleep. So I started drinking coffee, very strong coffee. But I like to drink tea in the evening. I like to make a cup of tea.
I like tea in the morning, and then, like, say 2 o'clock, I like to have coffee right round, but the last thing at night, it's got to be tea.
Yeah.
Yes, I like tea. I just don't drink it as much as the coffee.
Yeah, there's nothing like a good cup of tea.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I like a tea. I don't like really cheap tea. I like a tea that tastes of something.
What kind do you get, Karen? Is it
At
have
the
a brand?
moment, I don't know how this could be, but I'm drinking an Irish tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I forget what it's called. It's in a green bag. It's okay. I like to taste the tea. I don't like to taste cheap.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what brand? We have like brands called Twinings. Do you have that?
Yeah, we
there?
have those, but they're quite expensive.
Oh, okay.
But
And
yeah,
we have Lipton. Do you have Lipton?
probably.
Your dad worked for Lipton, didn't he?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad's like a managing director or something. He had a really good job there, and then he went into business on his own.
Wow.
Yes.
Because I think he thought he had quite a lot of contacts, so he could do it himself.
Oh.
And my dad actually did really well because he got into smoke detectors. At the same time, this lady called Esther Ransom made a program about smoke detectors. So for a while, my dad made masses of money.
Wow, he was very successful.
But what it was is he took a cut of something, and in the end, you know, when you've got all the companies lined up, they could cut him out. That's kind of what happened. But I'm not sure the kind of contracts he had. This is probably in the 80s and 90s. You know, it's a long time ago. So I don't know. But he made a lot of money at one point. My dad.
Yes.
He got into Fabergé and all that. We had loads of Fabergé clothes. He got into these clothes, And I had these satin trousers, and I had them in every colour. I had them in black, purple, green, yellow, red,
Wow.
orange.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was known for it because I was wearing those things. Everybody noticed me.
You were
I got
high
jumpsuits.
fashion.
I got
Very
jumpsuits. Oh my God.
Oh, that's cool. Right?
Yes, yes.
And also, at one point, my dad was moving barns. So basically, the company would take the barn down, sort of like wood by bit of wood, and then they re-erect it, wood by bit of wood. But then they changed the laws here to say you couldn't do that. But he got into that for a while.
Yeah, he was a savvy businessman, it sounds like.
Yeah, and then he was selling this garden furniture called Corona from America.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the last things he did. That's what I remember. So we all got a set of those things. Yeah. Oh, he sold bedspreads. They were lovely. They were all you know when they put the bits of material together.
Uh-huh.
What do you call that?
A quilt?
Yeah, but you know when they patched all the bits of material, you know, the hexagons. I'm not saying they were all hexagons, but you know, with that kind of thing. These bedspreads were obviously made in China, but the person had done all that on it, each one.
Oh, wow.
They maybe they were machine done, but they were all patchwork and they were amazing. I still got one.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds really pretty.
Well, I suppose I want to wash something. I can use that actually. That's a good idea. Yeah, I still got one of those. Yeah, I was just thinking of something, but yeah, my dad did a lot of things. I think actually, to be honest, he became quite depressed when he gave up work.
Probably so.
I think he went into a mega depression, but he was in, you know, he was in his 70s by then.
Yeah.
I don't think my dad liked getting old.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It is hard.
But he was he was even more difficult than my mum. But my mum's a close second.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine them together, how difficult it would have been. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandmother went into depression when she retired. She had to go back to work. She was a receptionist at a doctor's office, and she did that for years, and she retired, and then she became really depressed, so she made a deal where she could go in and work like part-time, but she could not stand just being at home with my grandfather. I don't know.
Oh.
So she probably worked a long time. My dad worked a long time too. And I think there's something about, you know, having your work and everything keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know.
I miss work. You miss work, right, Amy?
Yeah, to a point, yeah.
Yeah, we both have been unemployed for me longer than Amy, but, you know, she really misses it. And I mean, I do too, you know. You miss getting the income, of course, and then just the socialization, the feeling of purpose.
It was just a different world back then when we were working, though. Everything was so different.
Yeah, it was before the pandemic.
Yeah, things
I've got it the other way round. I'd like to retire.
Oh, I know.
Well, I've had enough. It's flipping hard work. I work at a school. It's just so, every day is the same. Like, you think, oh, my God.
Oh,
it's just as dirty today as it was yesterday. But anyway, I'd like to retire. I don't want to work.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to retire.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, not too much longer.
That's right.
What about you, Jullian? You've had a bit more family around you lately, haven't you? You've been busy lady lately.
Yeah, my daughter's back from Canada.
That's great.
Although she's starting to get a life, so.
How long has she been back from Canada?
May, June, a few months.
I know you weren't too happy when she was going to move there, I remember.
Yeah, it was just a change because that meant no car in the house.
Yeah. So how long was she there in Canada? A couple years?
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, I bet you were really happy when she came back.
Yeah, I was less worried about her.
Yes.
Not just that, you've been quite busy lately, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, well, I had my birthday, and then there was the grand final in football, and I've been to the theatre, went and saw Wicked.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah,
Well, happy belated birthday.
thank you.
Birthday.
Oh, Jullian, did I wish you happy? I don't know if I don't know if it might not have been on Facebook that day or something. I'm really sorry. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
Oh, probably wasn't me. That's okay, thank you.
Sorry, belated. Because you're a Virgo, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
When's your
Okay.
birthday?
22nd September.
Oh
Close
dear,
to
I'm
mine.
really sorry. I'm nearly a month late.
Yeah.
Did I wish you
Yeah,
happy
don't worry.
birthday?
I don't know. I didn't check on Facebook.
Yeah. I don't know if I got a notification. I never get a notification for Mandy's birthday. I have to make my own thing because they never put it in the notification.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, because I have a lot of, I don't know, followers, but, the people that I'm signed up with for Facebook, my friends or whatever, and they never sent me a birthday message.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, I know, and maybe they're not seeing it.
They're not seeing it because I don't get anything. Other people, I get notifications.
That's so weird. Huh.
Yeah.
I got a few notifications, I just didn't see them.
Yeah.
Well, I was
wow,
actually.
34 friends.
Sorry, carry on. Carry on.
No, you're right. I don't really do Facebook anymore. I mean, it involves reading, which I can't do very well, so...
I was actually thinking that Facebook wasn't as bad as YouTube, to be honest. You can see so much information if you want on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
I've actually got one I'm going to put out. I don't know if I quite believe because what it is I put this video out on the channel. I didn't make it, but they're saying they haven't made a cell. They haven't even made a cell yet. And this woman's explaining that what we're made of and our aura and everything, and they're using it to tap into and do things.
Oh, wow.
It's a bit of a strange one. I don't know if YouTube are going to like it very much.
Is that from one of the groups on Facebook?
Well, see what Jullian wants to do afterwards, but I can play it to you afterwards. It's only a woman with some charts up just explaining it, but if you hear what she says, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's definitely going on BitChute.
Oh, yeah.
I can get it on Rumble. I don't know if YouTube
dancing.
will like it, but anyway.
Oh,
Pardon?
yes.
I've been doing dancing.
Oh, that's good, Jullian.
Yeah, what kind of dancing is it?
Well, it's supposed to be line dancing, but we're doing all kinds of dancing, to be honest.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is. Getting a bit fitter.
Yeah.
Bloody hard. My God.
That's so good, though.
It's all the same moves, but in different orders. Oh, my God. And she'll show us the routine, and the minute we go to start, I can't even remember the first move. I'm like half a second behind everybody just so I can remember what the fuck we're meant to be doing.
Oh, that's how I would be.
It's good. It's like an hour of music. So...
Also, you're
Oh, I miss
socialising a bit, Jullian.
yoga.
Jullian, you're socialising a bit?
No, it's just a few women and they all just come and they leave.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it sounds like fun. How?
At least it's something to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you wear then? Do you wear like a leotard or do you just wear your clothes or?
Yeah, you just wear clothes. Because we're just practicing. We're not, I haven't been to a social because I don't know enough dancers yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, good on you for doing it though, Jullian.
That's cool. How often?
Yeah, well, my legs are looking a bit better. Not so like stringy. So.
Jullian is tiny.
I know.
It's not fair. It's not fair at all.
Like skinny doesn't mean healthy.
Jullian, you have a really nice figure, you do, don't you? You're tiny, but you still have a nice figure. It's not
Yeah.
fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
That's all right.
she's
I had to pay for my boobs. They didn't even come with me.
Oh.
Really?
and
Yes,
she's super
skinny.
duper intelligent as well, aren't you, Jullian?
At school, I used to be called the president of the itty bitty titty committee. I know. That's what my girlfriend used to call me, bitch.
That's
Really?
mean.
Isn't it? I just used to say to her, at least I don't get black eyes when I run. So I just have all it, you know.
Oh.
My nicknames were KP Peanuts. Because my maiden name was Pike, so KP Peanuts. Some people used to call me, I've just forgotten what it was now. They used to call me, I can't remember what it is now. But anyway, Peanuts was my nickname. Peanuts. I don't know really how I got Peanuts, but really, KP Peanuts.
Oh.
I got all the skinny jokes. I suppose you have to run around in the shower to get wet. Lucky legs.
Oh, that's horrible.
Lucky legs. Lucky they don't snap and go up your ass. Have you heard any of the skinny jokes? Oh yeah, there's heaps of them.
Oh, Jullian.
Oh.
I think I can handle, you know, if you can shit hung on you because you're skinny, it's like, oh, I can.
Yeah, and you've had 3 children as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
And she's still tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's great. I used to have a slim figure, and when I worked at the school cafeteria, the women they were older than me, and not all of them were slim, and they would always, kind of be jealous, and they would say, "You look like you blow away with the wind," and I don't know where to put this all when I would eat lunch. But that's when I was 36. I got Hashimoto's disease. It's an autoimmune disorder that causes hypothyroidism, and I inactive thyroid. So I started,
Mandy, we're definitely playing the video afterwards because she talks about that in there. But anyway, we'll do that afterwards. It's uploading on my computer, but I can play the video.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll play it afterwards. Carry on. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Do you know what? They tell you not to sit in the sun, but actually the sun's really good for you.
That's great.
Yeah, it gives you vitamin D.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they tell you not to sit in the sun.
Yeah. I know.
You know, I've got a friend who's got lupus, and that's exactly what she'll say. But she wants to listen to the doctors, but that's what they've done to you.
Oh, I know.
You know, it's hard to deal with doctors.
Cool. I just tell you what. We can just talk a little bit about this. You know the hurricane that happened last weekend for you guys in America?
Yeah, we heard all about it.
I couldn't believe what they did because I was watching it leading up, and all they showed you was trees bending over, howling winds. Basically, they were telling you it was a Category 3, but it was going to hit like a Category 5. And then they start putting people's names on their arms, their name, date of birth, national security number, whatever it is, address. Put it in full, marker pen so it's permanent. And then I watched a BBC programme, and Amy saw it. That's already out, that video, but the trees weren't moving in the middle. The trees weren't moving. And then it turned out that it was a Category 1 hurricane. What's your thoughts on all that then?
There was a lady, she has a YouTube channel, and she had to stay. She had to ride out the storm, and she was getting all these hateful comments that, don't you know you're going to die if you stay and everything. But she made another video, she showed a little bit of the hurricane. It was mostly just rain, and then she had another video. And I was going to send it to you, Karen, but then I didn't. But she was just saying, look, this is how we live. We have these hurricanes all the time, and there's no way that everybody could evacuate. It's like 6 million people. She said there's only, she was in a zone where you have to evacuate. And she just said she's so tired of all the hype and everything. They put out there.
And you know that one of the most disgusting things they didn't tell everybody was that this was a hurricane. so it speeds up over water. Once it hits land, it slows down.
Right.
Forgot to tell everybody about that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. It hit land and it slowed down.
Mhm.
Exactly.
But it always would have done that.
Yeah, and she said what you said, Karen, about they use like stock pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just stock photos to make it look worse.
And then, you know, like, if it was really real, they wouldn't have shut the bridges or closed the petrol stations down. They would have sold the petrol out to get the people out.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, isn't it? Because they closed the
It
bridges down,
was.
so stopping the people moving. So
Yeah,
imagine how
exactly.
frightened those people must have been.
Oh, I know.
So it's basically like, God, they're telling us we're going to die, and you're stuck on a
Yeah.
bridge or near a bridge or in a rock, and you're stuck in a queue. So if the thing came at you, you're going to stand no chance, are you? Imagine how frightened they
Right.
must have been.
Yeah.
Not just that, I think it affects the economy. It dislodged loads of people, caused carnage, you know, just caused so many problems. And they
Yeah.
caused nearly all of it.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Horrible.
The only thing me and Amy thought was, well, maybe it was supposed to be really bad, but it just happened it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how they wanted it to be, but it just didn't happen.
Right. Yeah.
What's
that's a
your
good
thoughts,
point.
Gillian? Gillian?
I don't think they can control hurricanes.
Not with HARP then. HAARP?
No.
They can. Well, I watched a video that said that what it was is in Australia, it rained in the sea. So they used HARP to make sure it rained on the crops and it worked. But if they used it for good things, we wouldn't mind, but they don't.
If that's different to hurricanes.
Well, I think that they could help steer the thing away, but it always seems to be heading towards the people. And the other thing that's crazy, I think probably they are tornadoes rather than hurricanes, but the amount of videos that I showed Amy that this thing comes in, wipes out the houses, so the houses mostly are wood, but they're trashed everywhere, but you can drive down the road.
Yeah.
So that's all a bit bananas. How can you drive down the road, and how come this thing doesn't rip up the road a bit? It doesn't rip up the road at all.
The difference between a hurricane and a tornado is one's on water and one's on land.
Yeah, I know, but it still doesn't rip up the road or the grass. It just rips the houses to pieces.
Those little, oh my God, there was like over 100 of those little tornadoes around that fucking cyclone.
They said,
Wow.
I heard they said 10, but yeah.
Yeah, so
I had 100, like over 100, the most I've ever had.
Can you imagine if they were all really bad? But oh, thank God it just didn't happen. Thank God.
Yes.
yeah.
Because they want a catastrophe, don't they? It's got to be something big.
Right. Yes. How's the weather in Australia right now? Are you heading into summertime?
Yeah, oh, where I am, it's always summer.
Oh,
So
well,
we're heading into the wet season where it rains, or supposed
Yeah.
to.
so your winter is more just rain then? You just get more rain?
No, summer's rain, winter is no rain.
Oh, okay.
So you're a bit sort of
Like-
monsoony then?
Yes, yeah, think more tropical.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of the tropics, so we don't have the 4 seasons that you really notice.
Right.
And there's not a lot of plants around to show the 4 seasons either, because it's too hot for them, too tropical.
Okay.
So,
What part?
yeah, down Victoria you can see all the 4 seasons, all the leaves change colour. Nothing up here changes colour.
Oh, okay.
What, is it always green?
It depends on whether it's wet or not. If it's dry, it's brown. If it's raining, it's green. I mean, they'll have blooms, but there's not much.
Uh-huh.
Like, we've got jacaranda trees and things like that,
Mhm.
but the flowers don't go perennial. It's just too hot for them. You can't grow bulbs.
Mhm.
They just die. There's just so many plants, and lots of plants just turn into a noxious weed up here.
Oh,
So
my-
plants that you have in Victoria, you're not allowed to have up here because they just turn into noxious fucking weeds.
Mhm.
Wow.
So yeah,
What Australia do you live in, Jullian?
I'm in Brisbane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've got fruit trees. I nearly killed my orange tree. I was trying to get rid of these stink beetles, and I watched this video online like an idiot, and said to use soap powder, except I did it every day for a week. I think you're only meant to do it once, and I burnt the plant. It's just like, it was this beautiful miniature orange tree, and there's nothing left but branches.
Oh.
Like, but new shoots have started, so I'm like, oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really pleased for you there.
But my mandarin trees finally started to grow after like 3 years of just sitting there doing nothing. But the pear tree is, God, it must be like 3 meters tall. It's huge. Did that
Wow.
like a couple of
So
years.
how hot is it for you then?
I think it's gonna be 20 something today. Let's have a
Right.
look. Oh, it's 23 degrees at 8 in the morning.
I don't know what that is
Sunny
in
day
Fahrenheit.
I don't either.
It's probably the 670s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're
Maybe late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good temperature.
You guys need to go metric. You're supposed to be advanced countries.
Yeah, they told us that we were going to go metric by 1980. When I was in school, they were teaching us the metric system, and they said, you will not be using I guess they call it the English system. Going, so you guys got to learn this. So we all
Imperial.
learned. Then we never
Yeah,
did it. We still go by
I know, right?
the system. Yeah, I guess we're the only country that does it.
Probably.
No, America. You are America, aren't you? No, England does it. England's half and half.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Canada goes with the metric system.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're the only ones that use like Fahrenheit and feet and inches and all that stuff. we
Horse and cart. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Jullian, you don't know this. Amy and Mandy are moving.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
We'll be a couple houses down from my daughter.
Yes. It's only
Yeah.
a street away from or a couple of streets away from where we are.
Yeah, we're not moving far at all.
No.
It's right in the same neighborhood.
How come you're moving? Different, better house?
Yeah, well, we wanted to be closer to our daughter, and then you can tell it, Mandy.
Well, it was really more because we had our neighbors next door created trouble for us. We
Yeah.
stray cats, yes, and they sent us put a nasty note in our mailbox saying that if we didn't, they were blaming us for all these problems that they claim are going on in their yard, and they said that if we didn't stop feeding the strays, they were going to get the health department and animal control after us. So it really made us uncomfortable, and then Erica, Amy's daughter, had a neighbor that was moving out, and so Erica thought, it would be a good idea for us to move out because we'd be away from those neighbors and we'd be closer to Erica if we would need to help each other with anything. So, and it's a smaller yard, and Erica takes care of the yard, and she doesn't really like to take care of my yard. Yeah, it's pretty big.
A little bit too much house here for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the house that we're going to be moving into is a little updated, and she had it pretty nice, but I think this house, if we fixed it up, would probably be a nicer house. But yeah, it's kind of dilapidated now, and I just think that, like Amy said, it was a little bit too much upkeep for us to take care of this house without my father anymore, and just with Erica having to do the yard work. So, yep, we decided that it was a little faster than we wanted, but
Yeah.
we had to grab it while we had the chance, because we could get it a little bit cheaper than if she would have put it on the market. So, yep, that's kind of how that went down. Very sudden. But we went from vacation, and a week later we found out we had to move.
And you're half moved in now, aren't you?
Well, got some pieces of furniture in. Erica had to get a surgery on her arm because she had a tumor on her nerve. It's a benign tumor. We got the results of that yesterday, so that's good. Yes, but
really good.
We had to get some pieces of furniture moved out before she got that surgery. So we've got our dining room set has been moved into the new house, and my father had a rifle case in the basement, and that's been moved. So a couple of, and my father's bedroom set, that's been moved into one of the bedrooms at the house. So
and our hutch, kind of covered, and the dining table,
yeah. We still have, we still have a lot more to do, though. Keeping our bedroom sets in until we actually are gonna stay there. So yeah, I don't. When are we thinking, Amy? Maybe March.
Yeah. After the holidays and the worst of the winter.
And that,
Yeah.
to be in there sooner, like by Christmas, but I don't see that happening. And then I was telling Amy, I said, with the winter coming up, and then we do have those strays that we're feeding, like, I don't kind of want to just leave this house, and we don't know where if the strays are going to get fed. I don't know if other people feed them. We don't really know what the situation is with them, but I just know with this cold weather coming up, I worry about how they would do if we did leave this soon.
Oh dear.
Kind of a mess, isn't it?
I mean, it's hard. Yeah, it's a lot. It's been a lot of work, and it's just we have a lot of stuff here. I mean, it's 60, almost 60 years worth of my father's stuff, my mom's, Amy's, mine, and some of Erica's stuff because she lived here for a while. So it's a lot of stuff.
Our grandparents' stuff as well.
Right, things we inherited from our mom's parents. So,
I know.
but I'm just
the animals.
Yeah.
I'm doing that at the moment. Thanks to Colin the snake, I've had to empty out this glass cabinet, and so I've said to my daughter, "You can fill it back up, and whatever you don't put in it, I'm either gonna put in a box and store, or I'll get rid of it."
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
because it's just getting too cluttered now. I thought I'm going to do the table next to it, like there's a display table. I'm going to take everything off that, and she can choose what can go back on it, and the rest of it can go. It's just getting too cluttered.
Yeah, that's how ours was. Ours is our hutch or china cabinet, or it's got so much stuff in it.
Yeah.
Just like because we had to get that moved out before Erica's surgery, and I had to get it all emptied. I had to do it in one night. Remember that, Amy? And I had to have proper. I was wrapping it in towels and pieces of dirty laundry, just whatever I could find to wrap up these glass things, so they would be out of the hutch and they could get it moved. But now I'm putting stuff back in, and it's just like, oh my gosh, where did Mom and Dad get all this stuff? Right? Yeah, more stuff than I realized. Shoot,
I know.
my mom collected, and like, wow. That's my amount and stuff I put in, you know, because I put some things that I bought in, and oh boy. He wants to become a minimalist after all
I
this.
said, yeah, I'm going to become a minimalist.
My kids feel a bit like that about my house. They look in and they go, it's just so cluttered in here. I don't think it's that cluttered, but they do. But they're a bit more minimalist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those young people are minimalists.
You know, they like their kitchen just white doors. Everything's white and hardly anything's out.
Yes.
My sister's trying to empty my mum's house and she hasn't even died yet.
Oh.
And her attitude is, I'm not cleaning all this shit out when she's gone. She can get rid of some of it now. Oh, for fuck's sake. She's 85. Oh, why did you have to get rid of stuff now?
Yeah. That's what didn't our grandparents. Didn't you say my mom said
he said it'll be for them. No, he wanted to start getting rid of stuff and everything like that, but my grandmother said no, it'll be for them to deal with after we're gone. We're not worrying about it. So it was a lot of stuff to go through after they passed away.
They passed. My mom, who was their only child, was so upset about their passing. She didn't even really look through it. She just let her cousins pretty much handle it and they took a lot of stuff and sold it and got the money for it.
Well, they gave us the money, Mandy. They didn't keep it.
They
yes. But yeah, that's good, Jullian, to start getting rid of it now.
Smart guys, because, you know, you just never know.
I've got a similar sort of thing happening. We've just, Ellie dumps everything in the garage. I don't really have anything in the attic. It's in the garage, but there's a mattress. There's chairs I don't want. I need to sort other things out in there, and all Ellie's dumped stuff. And Jimbo's going to sort it out for me.
Yes, oh, that's great.
And do my garden.
Oh, wow.
He's going to get the trees chopped at the bottom of my garden for me.
Oh, that's so good.
Listen, I live in Jullian is much more rural. I think you're probably in a town, but the other side of the fence to these trees I've got, they're landai, damn things. They've grown rather a lot, and of course none of us had our trees chopped in lockdown, so there was 3 years worth of growth there. And I can see all the landai because they've grown the same as my trees. But the other side of the fence, they've got sheds and things, so you can't just chop them and let the branches drop. You've got to tie the branches so that when they're cut, they're not going over and knocking down their shed. So it's a lot more complicated. Jimbo says that he's got a friend that'll do it.
That's so cool.
I can't believe it.
I know.
Anyway, it probably won't be done for a bit, but wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think the garage will get done first quite quickly because he was talking about that. But it'll be so lovely to have the garage back and hardly anything in it. We can just walk through it. You know that thing where you're a hoarder? That's what my garage looks like.
Yeah, we can understand.
But it's just the garage. You know, I wouldn't say my house I'm a hoarder.
Yeah.
And you know, but I look at things now and I think, I bought that probably 20, 30 years ago, and I haven't really bought anything recently. And now I look at it and I think, well, what I thought was okay, I'm not sure if I like it anymore. But it's not because I don't like the bits, but it's just I thought, I don't know, like the same thing. Maybe I'd take some of it, not put some of it up. If I decorated, I just wouldn't put some of it back up because I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Do you know, on my windowsill, I actually like fairies, and I collected rather a lot. But when Bonnie was little, because that's how long they've been there, just by playing with the fairies, she knocked nearly all their wings off. But I've kept all their wings.
Oh.
They're in the windowsill, but there's just a bunch of wings.
That's pretty.
You know, maybe next time, if I decorated, I might not put the fairies out. But I love my fairies. But now I look at it and I think, What would people think if they see all the fairies without wings on in my window?
They're going to think you torture fairies.
Yes, Jullian, that's right.
You're the
It
fairy
wasn't me,
torturer.
it was Bonnie who did it.
We don't believe you.
Right.
Yeah, and it's really annoying. We've got one of those, what's in the garden? That's a children's thing. But we've got one of the things from it, except its head's missing. But when Bronte was here, the head's somewhere in the house. I don't know where it is.
Aw.
But, yeah. Anyway, I'm out on Thursday. Well, Friday. I'm going to go to see this band that Jimbo likes.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's quite incredible. What it is they've been playing for 40 years. They're a bit like the Pogues, if you know who they are, Jullian. That kind of music. But the guy on the violin, he is really good. Jimbo says that he's played with Tom Petty and all the other really famous people. He's very good. So that I played it to Amy, and it's like it could be American music, couldn't it, Amy?
Yes. Yes, it was.
It's folky. Well, anyway, so we're going to see that band, but it's their 40th anniversary, and these people are sort of in their late 50s and 60s, still playing away, and I quite admire them for that.
Oh, yeah.
But Jimbo gets free tickets, and, you know, he arranged all these things before we met, so is it a festival he's going to? I don't know, he likes these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to see this band not that far away from here.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's just nice being with him. He knows all the words.
Oh,
Everybody there knows all the words.
Yeah.
I mean, he said they played with the Pope, a big English band. He said that they played, and sometimes the men that couldn't hang would be the top band, and sometimes it'd be the Pogues. But obviously the Pogues made it, and they didn't quite. But they do play all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made a lot of friends from these gigs. Scottish people, so forth. Everybody knows Jimbo. He gets free tickets to all the gigs.
Yeah.
That's why he's going to all the gigs.
Right. Yeah.
But he does like festivals as well. He sleeps in the back of his van. I must admit that I don't think that's quite for me. But he likes cycling, he goes visiting, and, you know, that was his life when he was on his own. He arranged all these things. But it's cool. It stops at Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Right. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
But he is, yeah.
Yes.
But like I say, if you don't think that you could go out with that person, go out with them. Try. They're probably your one. You think it's someone else, but it isn't. It's the one that you didn't think was it, but it is.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm really happy.
Sometimes you give the complete opposite of maybe what you thought you wanted. You give them a go, and you get what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Really interesting.
I think it's quite incredible that, you know, everybody knew that Mickey and I loved each other, but there was that, and now again I found another person.
Oh, I know.
Like him. Well, he's not like Mickey at all, but similar in the way they are, thoughtful and all that.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gobsmacked, really. I'm really quite gobsmacked. Sorry, I better shut up, really, because, yeah.
Oh, no.
But I suggest, if you say, well, he's not my type, go out with that one.
Yeah.
You might. It actually happened I don't know if you get it, Jullian. It's called.
You've known him for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, there you go.
But often you don't fancy a family friend, do you?
Right.
I never thought about him as a boyfriend.
Right.
Until that day.
Well, I live in a city with 3 million strangers.
You need to bump into someone,
It's not
Jullian.
going to happen.
You need to bump into someone.
or don't know anyone.
Yeah.
My family and friends are 2,000 kilometres away.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe I've been here 12 years and I haven't made one single friend.
Oh, yes, you have.
That
Me,
is
Amy,
real.
and Mandy.
Yeah.
Get that right, Jullian. Get that right.
Well, I think as you get older, it gets harder. Like, where do you meet? Where? How do you make new friends? Where?
Buddy.
I know.
But, you know, one of the reasons that why I have good friends is that what I want in my life isn't out there, you know, I'm a flatty, whatever, and that's why we started all talking to each other.
Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't even meet any flatties in Australia. There aren't any. Merle wouldn't even meet me. Fucking Merle wouldn't even meet me.
Who's he?
You don't know Merle?
No.
Never mind.
Oh, was he a flat earther?
Oh, yeah. He's still a flat earther.
Oh.
Sometimes they're not, you know, like I was saying, Lee said he was a flat earther, but he wasn't a
Oh,
particularly nice
yeah.
person. Not all flatties are nice people.
Right.
You obviously haven't learnt enough lessons. Because when you wake up, whatever it is, whatever you want to call this place or whatever, you're a changed person.
Yes.
You're not, you know, ego's not your goal.
Right.
You just want to get on with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it's like here, years ago in our neighborhood, everybody knew each other and we all had
Yeah, we're not
friends.
like that today, are we?
It's not like
No.
that. We don't know our neighbors.
We
and,
don't know any of them
you
anymore.
know, and
I
there's,
know my neighbours. I've been giving them pumpkins.
oh, that's nice.
And now the guy across the road, because I'm on a corner, so the nature strip's huge, and he's on a corner, and his nature strip's even bigger. And so he's got this big ride-on fucking, it's a giant ride-on mower. But he started mowing my nature strip for me, so I've just taken it over pumpkins all the time now.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
Like,
good,
"Have a
Jullian.
pumpkin. Have another pumpkin."
oh, that's
The only thing I'm growing that's working at the moment is the pumpkins.
really.
I don't want to part with the oranges. I'm like, no, I need them too. I like oranges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good, Jullian.
It is.
There you go. You have met someone then, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, they're my neighbours.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I know my neighbours, but I don't hang in their pockets because I smoke pot, you know, and yeah, I don't want to get into trouble. I assume they're all straight. So
Right.
I live in a
I
close
don't like
right.
to hang out with your neighbours. I've had neighbours that are fucking
six.
annoying, and you can't get rid of them because they live across the road.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm very wary. I like to know my neighbours, but not hang out with them, just in case.
Yeah.
I live in a close with 12 houses, and I know the people opposite that man there. He helped me the day Mickey died. He helped move Mickey, which was really nice of him. He probably didn't wake up that day thinking, I'm going to be dealing with a dead person. So I thought it was a bit bad for him. But anyway, he helped us, and it was really nice of him. And then I know the people that live next door, he's nice as well. And I talked to him about flatty things. The neighbour next door's quite old, don't really know him. And I know Colin and Elaine the other side, but I don't know anybody else. I might be able to wave to them.
yeah.
I don't know them at all. There's only 12 houses in here. I only know 4.
Well,
It's the way it
Yeah.
goes, though, isn't it? We're just a bit like that.
yeah.
Right.
But listen, I've told Jimbo. Jimbo lives quite countryish. But here, I said to him, come on. I said, all the people here have got dogs. Can you hear them? It's you. Since we were, you know, locked in our houses, everybody's a bit different. It's very quiet here.
Oh, yeah.
If I stuck the microphone out the window, you wouldn't hear anything. Yet about, God knows how many people live in this estate.
Yeah.
It's crazy that. I just think that's amazing that you're in the middle of a town and everybody's really quiet.
Right.
I think the lockdowns introduced more people to the internet. So
Yeah.
now pretty much everybody's got the option of going outside or sitting on the
Yeah.
Probably, yeah,
Like,
probably
my
that's
mum wasn't
true.
using it that much. Like, So it's like everybody's on it now. It's like the last push got everyone on it.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah, we're on it. But ours is very important because we're having a ladies' talk, aren't we?
That's right.
Can I just say, we've been going, would you believe, for an hour and a half nearly now.
I know. I just saw the time, but far out. I better start getting ready.
For?
Yeah.
What, dancing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you told me that you have to be there at 11, don't you?
Yeah.
So maybe it is a good time to stop then, unless anybody's got anything else they want to say.
Oh, I think that's good for me. Yeah.
And I really hope this thing works out for Monique and her mum ends up in this
Me
nursing
too.
home next week. Really for her, because she's been so distraught over it.
Yes.
Yeah. And Jullian needs to go and run away and do some dancing.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed being with us today, Jullian.
Yeah, it was good. I sent you a photo of the dog with his tongue hanging out if you want to use that for the cover picture.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll put it on the video. Thank you,
It's
Jullian.
something different.
Well,
Although you got my feet in it, so it might not be that good a picture, but anyway.
we have tonight conquered the world. Australia, UK and USA.
Yes.
So
That's
we've
great.
really included not quite the whole world, but most of it across thousands and thousands of miles, been able to have a great conversation with each other.
Yeah.
Good luck with the packing and the moving, Amy and Mandy.
Oh, thank you.
And Jullian, have a good dance.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not me.
Yeah, I know. I
I'm
feel
gonna go-
tired just thinking about it.
I know.
I've got to go find Colin.
Oh, you'll have to tell us in the future whether you found him or not.
Yes.
A fucking snake. It's the fourth snake he's brought in.
Well,
This one's
Who brings
alive,
that
though.
in, the dog or the cat?
The cat.
Oh, why would he bring a snake in? Ugh.
I don't know. Does he want me to cook it for him or something?
Yeah, I've bought you a snake.
It's like, I don't like the people you're hanging out with. You need new friends.
Jullian, this is your present from me.
I know. You little fucking asshole.
At least he didn't kill it and bring it in, but I suppose now you've lost... You don't know whether it's living in the cavity of your house now.
No. All I did was scream, pick the cat up, throw it into another room, come back, and it's gone.
oh my
No.
Just as long as Colin's not pregnant or something.
Oh,
It's like, it's thinner than my finger. It was really, it's only half a foot long. It's not big.
I don't like
Still.
snakes.
No, and we had poisonous snakes here. I don't know what, it was dark, black, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
It's probably frightened going, I want to get out of here.
Yes.
I know.
Well, I don't know how he's going to get out. The cat brought him in. Like, I suppose they can slither up and down. That's even worse, because I started to think I'll be safe on my bed. I thought, oh my God, he can probably slip, or the toilet.
Once if you
I'm
wake
now
up and there's
looking
a
at the toilet
snake,
seat.
there's a snake going
To
across
make
your
sure
face. Oh,
Gotta make sure he's not in the toilet when I sit on it.
oh no. Oh, there's a nice little pond there. Oh no. Jullian, I'm not going to the toilet tonight now.
It's not right.
You have to check.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check and say, Colin's in the toilet. Oh, dearie me.
Yeah, I'm enjoying living in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, you have horrible spiders as well, don't you?
Well, at least the cat doesn't carry them inside.
Yeah.
Ellie's really bad, right? She'll go in the toilet, say there's a spider. She'll go, it's a henchman, they sting. Mom, get it away from me. That's what Ellie's like when she sees a spider.
Yeah.
My daughter's like that with cockroaches.
Oh, no, I can't stand them either. Ugh.
Oh, I know.
They're disgusting, aren't
Yes.
they? And the ones up here, they're so big, if you squash them, this white pus comes out of
Oh,
their guts. It's
no,
like,
Jullian, how horrible.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting. I'm nearly barfing at the thought.
I
Yeah,
know.
me too. Any other horrible animals you want to put in there?
No, sorry, that's it.
Well, I very much enjoyed our chat. It's been good. We haven't spoken to Jullian for a little bit, have we?
Yes, that's right.
I know that Mandy's not talked before, but Jullian and I and Amy, we've had quite a few hangouts over the years, haven't we?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now Mandy's here and quite likes the
Yes.
idea of having these talks, don't you, Mandy?
Yes, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to let Jullian fly away, and but what it is we'll say goodbye on here, and whoever can hang around, because I've got this video I want you to hear.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
thank you very much, ladies.
You're welcome.
It's been brilliant, and
Yes.
we'll do it again sometime soon.
All right.
So, Mandy, Amy, and Jullian, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.